Hi everyone, and welcome back to Dee's World, where we talk about teaching opportunities and also talk about teaching strategies that will help us become better educators. Today's question is, how do you navigate your first international teaching job? How do you navigate your first year making this transition without really messing up a lot? I chose this topic because my first year in an international school, not outside the country but in my country, was a bit tricky because I found everything so alien. I went to school in my local curriculum, then I chose to teach in a different curriculum, and which was very intimidating, I must say, to begin. But with time, of course, you manage to find your way around it. And that's why I saw the need to actually do a video on this. All right, and the first thing I would advise you to do if you are starting your teaching job in a curriculum that's not familiar to you is get familiar with the policies in that school. Every school will have its policies that govern it. Could be behavior policies, dress code policies, what else? Safeguarding policies, child protection policies. Like, it could be teaching policies, marking policies. It could be policies about everything. And some schools might have more than others, which is absolutely fine. Just make sure you go through all of them, understand how the school works, understand the guidelines within which the school works. This will really help you when you're having conversation with parents, because you will be forced to work within the confinement of the policy of the school. This will help you have conversations with colleagues. This will help you know how to carry yourself in the school, because all these things are outlined in the policy. So my first advice would be, get yourself familiarized with all the school's policies. Read them, understand them. All right. And then the second one is have behavior management strategies that work. Now, for some of these schools, children are well behaved. For some of these schools, you might need to put in some strategies to help you manage behavior. I worked in a school where behavior management was effortless because generally, for some reason, the kids are very disciplined. And then I moved to a place where children literally ignore you when you talk to them. And now you kind of have to put your foot down. You have to not be afraid to have a behavior management strategy in your class. And also not just have that, but be consistent with it. But then at the same time, ensure this is within the policies of the school. And that's why I started by saying, familiarize yourself with the school policies. The third one, and my personal favorite that I think really works but might be tricky, is finding a buddy who's been in that school for some time. Now, you have to use your social skills and instincts to pick out someone who's professional, someone who's good at what they do, and someone who has been there for some time, because it means that they understand how things work. There's a thin line between having a buddy to help you navigate your first year and help you professionally, and having a buddy to tell you, the gossip and the rumors that are going on in the school. I'm talking about a professional buddy, someone who will allow you to get into the lessons and watch their lessons, see what they're doing, what's working for them, and even mentor you to using some of these strategies in your own lessons. They will come watch your lessons as well and tell you, I think if you did 1, 2, 3 differently, then it's not like your boss watching your lessons. It's someone to kind of mentor you and help you adjust to the new environment. Now, you might think because you have 15 years of experience teaching and you move to a different country, you may not need a buddy because have so much experience. But like I said at the beginning, different schools run things differently. So having a buddy in your next school ensures that, you have someone to show you how things are done in that environment. And you're not just guessing based on, what I know. It's you unlearn a few things, you learn new things. And the body comes in handy with this. For instance, I moved out of my country with 7 years of experience, and I could easily say, I have enough experience to run a class. And then I go to a work environment where most of the students are EAL students. I had never taught a class full of EAL students, so I knew I would need a lot of help. And I asked for help, and I had a great head of primary who really helped me navigate that. I had experience, I had worked with kids, but there was something new about this environment. There's a few things I needed to unlearn and relearn. And then again, of course, teaching is a team job. Don't be shy to ask other teachers for help. So they might have strategies that have worked in that environment that you've tried somewhere else, didn't work, and you thought, oh, that may never work. But you come to a new environment and you find out, oh, that can actually work here. So don't be shy to talk to people, to talk to colleagues, ask them what really works here, what really works for you, what doesn't work for you. So have these conversations with buddies. Don't live like an island, live with other people. And like I said, make sure the kind of help you're seeking, the kind of conversations you're having with colleagues are very professional, especially on your first year, very professional, only to do with your job and how you can get help and how you can help professionally. I just had to insist on that. I feel like with these three things, then your first year might get easier than it would have if you just walked in and started doing your thing. So your 15 years of experience might need to be adjusted a little bit if you're moving to an international school environment. If you're an educator who just moved or just moved at some point, has worked in an international school or international setup, then please feel free to share some strategies also that worked for you in your first year. And let's, enlighten each other, build each other, become better educators in this nice world of ours. And until next time, see you later. God bless. Bye-bye.